Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency IT security. Heck, I see their founder released twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase with a Picatinny rail adapter so you can mount it to any standard AR-15, like all awesome accessories can be. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more, or click the URL in the video description below. Lastly, trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Bentley going hybrid and making less power, but they still say there's a lot, but there is less, and it's a hybrid. And it's a Bentley. I don't know who the target audience is. Well, I do. I can't help but think they'll give a damn about a hybrid. But they are making it nevertheless as they acquiesce to government regulations. Now, this comes with thanks to Motor1.com. And they say, quote, Bentley's new hybrids make less power, but still has a lot. The bonkers 771 horsepower speed models still exist, but now there's a second option for 18 people who want this crap. I'm kidding, 19 people. And to me, the design actually looks worse than usual. Granted, I'm sure that's the most expensive bougie convertible you can get, bar none. Though, you know me, I'd still rather have a Mazda Miata because it has a third pedal, also known as manual transmission. A lot more fun at the track, but I partially digress. Obviously, a whole different type of vehicle. Now, again, this is credited to Chris Smith, who's right over there. In which case, he says, quote, in case an ultra-luxury sedan or big two-door Grand Tourer with 771 horsepower is just too much to handle, Bentley now offers a Flying Spur and Continental GT with a second powertrain option. I can't believe they do this. Called the high... They're calling it the high performance. Okay, Bentley. It's called the high performance hybrid powertrain with twin turbocharged 4-liter V8 still powered with a single electric motor. But the combined output is dialed back to only 671 horsepower. The difference comes entirely with the gasoline engine. The range topping speed models and ultra performance hybrid set up get a 592 horsepower from the engine alone, supplemented by 187 horsepower from the electric motor. The high performance powertrain has the same electrical output, but the gas engine is retuned for 512 horsepower. That's sad, it's dumbed down, aka retuned. Combined torque is also down slightly from 590 foot-pound of torque to 568, which, that's not too much. The battery capacity is the same, 25.9 kilowatt hours. And here you can see they got the hardtop edition as well. Looking, I'm not really a fan of convertibles in general, but it is, I'll give them credit, it's cool they still make the coupe. I mean, coupes in general are rarer and rarer and rarer these days. And shoot, a Bentley, now granted, the best Bentleys have 12 to 16 cylinders. I'm more of a purist, or maybe I enjoy the original Bentleys more, not that I've ever, had the privilege. Maybe someday, perhaps, well, who knows. But they say, quote, despite being down 100 horsepower from speed models, the new versions are by no means slow. Bentley quotes a 0 to 60 time for the Continental GT hardtop at 3.5 seconds, which, given it weighs as much as a building, that's pretty good. They are a bit slower in the convertible at 3.8 seconds, roughly half a second off the Continental GT speed. However, the electric range is only slightly better at 53 miles for the hardtop and 51 miles for the convertible. The Flying Spur matches the Continental GT convertible's speed of 3.8 seconds, 0 to 60. Bentley lists an electric-only range of 50 miles. The high-performance powertrain is offered on standard and Azure trims, which pretty sure they're not working with Microsoft. Haha, IT pun, if you know what Microsoft Azure is. Though they suck at marketing, they renamed it yet again a couple months ago because I'd be consistent. Terrible Microsoft, but I digress. They say the Azure models are identified by brighter trim for the grille, wheels, and special badging, among other things. The Bentley doesn't come right out and say it. The retuned offerings are likely aimed at meeting emissions regulations in Europe, which, of course, they are. We're spending, how much is this? Jesus, oh my gosh. The only thing I'm more impressed with, fiscally speaking, well, actually, no, because it's a waste of money and it decreases in value and it's not an asset, but when I go to a car show and I see an expensive car, I think that is pretty impressive. They got to a certain point in their life that they can buy one of these really fun toys. Most of them are registered in Montana. Taxes are tyranny, most part. I don't blame them for that. But when I see like a Ferrari or Lamborghini or like a Porsche GT3 RS with a Texas license plate, meaning they paid the extortion tax, the Texas registration fee, I just think they have so much money to piss away because they actually paid for that stuff. Now, these start at $265,900 for these Bentley Continental GTs. Geez Louise, plus registration tax and all that other stuff. But yeah, I mean, they're saying, they haven't come out and say it's because of regulations. I'll come out and say it. Of course it's because of regulations. The people who buy these cars do not give a damn if it's a hybrid or not. I would actually argue they're less likely to buy it and they would rather not have a hybrid. I mean, geez Louise, you think a regular Bentley is unreliable? Add a bunch of electronics and see how much worse it gets. So this very well may end up being in the business blunder section of the show in a couple months, or we'll see how well these vehicles age. But yeah, it's interesting to see Bentley, even they are going hybrid, and we'll see what sales do. But let me know in the comments your thoughts, because as always, be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.